Okay, so hi and welcome. What I'm focusing on this video is an introduction to getting started with your Canvas class here in your online course at Lake Tahoe Community College. I'm going to use one of my classes, but obviously if you're in a different class, it will be different content, different content matter as you'll find in the class, but the navigation will be almost identical. But I'll use one to show you an overview of what Canvas is like and how to get started very generally in your online class. So the first thing you're going to do is click on your Canvas login, and it will prompt you to put in your password. And if you have any questions about getting started prior to this level, go back to the LTCC webpage, and then you can click on actually online classes. You'll find that. If you go to ltcc.edu and we click on academics and click on online education, and then after you click on online education, scroll down the page, and this will have the information about Canvas. LTCC used to use Etudes. Some of your classes could still be in Etudes. As of the making of this video, it just depends. So I always recommend you take a look at this list to see Etudes versus Canvas. But in the next year or so, that will go away and everything will be on Canvas, so you won't have to worry about that. Let's go back. So we just logged in here. We're going to look at our dashboard. Along here, this will look a little different in the instructor view versus the student view. But over here, you're going to see a series of prompts that you can click on. Everything is clickable. It's always on the left side of your screen that you can click on something. In this case, though, I could click on my account, my dashboard, courses, calendar, inbox, or some other. And again, this may look different for the student view. But what I could do then is I'll click on my courses. If you have more than one course, you'll have a series of selections. Now we'll click on one of my classes here. And again, your content will be different. So if you're in the Magic and Witchcraft class, or you're in the Crime and Society class, or Cultural Anthro class, this is going to look different, but everything else is the same. And instead of making a separate video for everything and having that be redundant, I have one video for this. Now, let me look real quick here. You can actually click on, bear with me as I click around here. I'm going to click on Student View, if this works, and if it does, we will continue, and it indeed does. And the student view just allows me as an instructor, as I'm creating my classes, to see things as you see them. So this probably will mirror what you see. So whatever course you're taking with me, again, we'll have this set of, it's very easy to navigate, this set of links, if you will, and this set of links. This is the more general level of your classes, your account. If you have a picture for your profile, that will all be there. Your calendar, you could click on that. That will have multiple assignments across multiple classes presented for you. Your inbox, which could have messages that you might have received and so forth. And then beyond that, you can then click on these items, and these are specific to your class. So basically what you'll see here is a series of things you can click on. Those will lead you to different places for information in the class. First thing you will see is your syllabus scrolling from the top down to the bottom. And this gives you basically everything you need for your class. It will have your textbooks, your assignment due dates, your readings for the week, what the exams cover. At the bottom you'll get grading scale and some additional information. Also at the very bottom of all your classes, Canvas automatically loads in different assignments that are due for the week, whether in my class they would be discussions or they would be exams. Let's go back to the top then, scroll back up. I can click on announcements. That will give me any of the announcements I have going for the week. So this will just be an update I'm giving to you to say, hey, make sure you look at this or do this for the week. So check those. The assignments will have any assignments for the week, discussions, and exams, if appropriate. Always listed by due dates. Again, there's redundancy on the Canvas website. I can click on my calendar here. I can click on the calendar on the right-hand side if it appears, allowing me to see when things are due. Discussions will list all the discussions for the week. I have some additional videos that talk about how to approach discussions. What I'll try to do is have your pinned discussions, which will be the discussions for that week, and then future discussions will come up later. Often they'll be opening a little later after the current discussion. It just kind of depends. in a lot of cases, I encourage you to work ahead if you would like to work ahead in the class. You can next click on your grades. This will show you a snapshot of the grades for your class for the particular week. Again, nothing is showing up since we're looking at a sample. Next, I can click on any of the people, any individuals who are in the class. Followed by that, I can click on pages. And I should say pages, I wouldn't say, this might be less important to look at. This is every sub-page I've created for this class. Whether it's a list of video links, readings, some overview of the chapter or whatever for your class. Basically, all of the stuff in the pages will come up in some other places. Discussions, and also will come up in your modules. So it may not be that important to look at pages because it's redundant. It comes up in some other places. You may, if you want, this gives you an overview of some stuff. Click on anything you want in the class. Doesn't matter, explore. And indeed, what I would say to you is it's a good opportunity early in the quarter to explore around to make sure you have everything understood that you're getting into basically for the class. Same thing with files like pages. This will have images, this will have some supplemental readings, but all that stuff will come up somewhere else. It could come up in the syllabus, it could come up in your modules. So don't feel like you have to click on pages or files. Syllabus is here, so you can easily navigate to that, or you could just start up the page, because what I've done is I have your home page set up as your syllabus. And again, you'll see the calendar there. If anything is due, the calendar view will also have those assignments that are coming up. But syllabus comes up as your home page as well. Now quizzes, and you'll note again redundancy, so quizzes also come up in assignments, so there is some redundancy as you'll get into. Quizzes are actually your exams. So in all my online classes, I have 2 exams, basically a midterm and a final. If you're taking a summer class, the midterm comes somewhere around the 3rd week of class, the final the 6th week. If you're taking an 11-week class, the full-term class, midterm, I would say about week 5, and the final, of course, is after or around week 11. But this is where you click on your exams. If it's not available yet, you can't click on it. I should say to you that once you start the exam, and every online class has a different time limit, go back to syllabus, and on the syllabus, under exams, let's just do that now, it's a good review. Let's look at the bottom of this class. Again, it's going to vary with your class, but bear in mind, this is the sample we have here. It will tell you what chapters are covered. It will tell you the type of questions, the number of points for each questions, how to get to the exams, which I've mentioned, and then also it will say the time limit. If the time limit is 24 hours, once you click Start, to go back to our previous, we scroll back up and let's go back to our previous page. Once you click Start on your class exam, it starts to go. So make sure, these are all open book in all your online classes, but make sure you don't click on that exam until you're ready to take it, because the clock starts when you click on it. I think it's totally enough time that I've allotted for you, but be sure you're aware of that before you start. Very, very important is the next tab. This is modules. So you click on modules, and you can get all the material you need for the week sequentially. The reading, what links are available, any overviews, any videos that supplement your learning in a class. And this has it for every single week. Again, this will vary if it's a 6-week class or an 11-week class. This is a great place to start. 2 places to start your class if you're new to Canvas. First, click on your syllabus, because you want to know what is required in the class. Again, that will be your home page, but click on the syllabus. Second, click on the modules. The modules will show you what's due for that particular week, and you know you're not missing anything. The modules will also supplement the specific material that you're going to get in the class, and in some cases will give you some additional insights in terms of videos, in terms of links, in terms of readings that I think would be very good for you to look at. What else could we consider? Let's see. The chat. Click on that. Okay, and it looks like the chat, it's not loading up, but the chat, oh, here we go, okay. This will be for messages. And the chat could be a real-time chat that you could enter, so you could type in something here in the box and hit send, and then that will go to a chat board so we can have real-time conversations. Probably won't do too much of that, but if that happens, if you see someone else in the class or me, and you want to chat, You click on that, and I believe, I don't have this to test now, but I believe it'll show you if a number of people are in there. And then another thing to mention is our inbox. And this is in the student view, so let me leave the student view. But what typically happens with the inbox is that I could compose a message, and in my case, I'm going to have different classes. I could choose a student. I could click on this, and I could click the student. I won't do it because of privacy. I could send a message to that student. The student could reply. So you can do that for me in the class as well. And then basically what you'll do is, you'll see, just like your Gmail or Yahoo Mail, a message available for you, like one new message. Click on the inbox, and then you can get that message. That's a very easy way to connect with me in the class, to ask any questions you might have, and to make sure you're doing everything correctly. So I think I've covered everything in Canvas. Of course, questions always come up. So if things come up, if you feel lost, if you don't know when the due date is, if you don't understand how to move around, to use the functionality of Canvas, that's an opportunity to send me a message, to ask a question. Always ask questions. It's the best thing to do in the class because I can usually answer it very quickly, and there's an opportunity to get you some help. Second thing I will say in all my classes, at the very top of every syllabus, I give you my contact. It's scottlucas@yahoo.com if you want to get a hold of me. That's the best way to get a hold of me. I also give you my extension at the college, but I really prefer email if you can use that to send me a message saying, hey, I'm having trouble with the class. Of course, you can do that within Canvas. It's very easy because then I know exactly what class you're in because I will see on my inbox that you're from whatever class it is here, and then I can respond to you specific to that class. So I think that's it. I think this is a good overview for you. I hope I answered maybe some of your questions you might have about Canvas. If other questions come up, don't hesitate to ask. And whatever class you're taking here at Lake Tahoe Community College, I hope you have good opportunities and good luck in navigating the features of Canvas. And again, anything that comes up, let me know. But good luck with your online class here at Lake Tahoe Community College.